Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6. Multiple fire agencies work together to take down flames at a Kennewick fourplex. The cause of the fire is now out. We'll have the latest on the coordinated effort to prevent this fire from spreading. Also ahead, a reported threat prompts an emergency response at a Sela Elementary School. What the investigation uncovered about the initial report. And our big story here at 6, another fire to tell you about. This one at a warehouse at the Port of Pasco. It triggered a massive agency response. Our Dan Hansen with why the blaze could have been much worse. And Stacy's here.
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin and beyond, clear skies, sunshine, light breezes, and a big warm up on the way. I'll tell you more as the news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good to see you on this Wednesday. I'm Austin Reed. Here's what's happening. We begin with a 3-alarm fire at a Pasco warehouse, which sparked a massive response early this morning. Exactly 12 hours later, crews are still there checking for hotspots and investigating. This all happening at a Port of Pasco facility. Our Dan Hansen shows us how it unfolded and what happens next.
Flames broke out inside a Port of Pasco warehouse just after 6 this morning, triggering a major response. Firefighters say they arrived to smoke showing and quickly called for more help as they realized the fire was active inside the building.
So this morning we got a call from our dispatch, and it came through as a water flow alarm. So we had crews come out here. When they got out here, they saw some light smoke coming out from all areas, and so they upgraded to a commercial structure fire. The
fire quickly grew into a 3-alarm call, with help from around 7 or 8 agencies and about 100 firefighters and more than 30 vehicles. Crews fought their way through rows of boxed merchandise with hazard materials inside, including oils and fuels, while tracking down hotspots.
This one was lucky. We had a sprinkler system involved with this, so initially the sprinklers were going off, and that's what we got as a water flow alarm. And so that was doing its job, keeping things in check.
The sprinklers helped slow the spread, and within about 2 hours, crews had it under control. No injuries were reported. Now, investigators are working to figure out what started it, a process that could take days.
It is a big building with a lot to look at, so this can take a week or two.
The warehouse is leased to a private tenant. Port officials say the next steps are insurance, a structural check, and getting the tenant back when it's safe.
We both have insurance, the company that's occupying the warehouse and the port, so we'll work to make sure that the path to recovery is as expeditious as it can be. We really want to make sure that the building is also structurally sound.
The Department of Ecology is also on scene monitoring the runoff, and crews are expected to stay on scene overhauling hotspots and securing the building. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, Crowley says the scale of this response shows just how quickly resources can be mobilized across the Tri-Cities during a major emergency. Other news, and in Sela, where police say a reported threat at John Campbell Primary School is not credible. Officers responded shortly after the noon hour today and secured the campus. Now, as a precaution, additional schools in the Sela School District were also checked. Officials say no suspicious activity was found anywhere in the district. Multiple agencies assisted in the response, including local police, the Yakima County Sheriff's Office, and Washington State Patrol. The investigation into the source of the report is ongoing. School operations returned to normal by around 3 this afternoon. Turning now to First Alert weather. Stacy Lee live in our weather center. She's got your reason to smile and a first look at the forecast. Get ready for some hot temperatures coming soon.
Yeah, warmer temperatures at least. Yes, inspiration and your reason to smile. Good reason to get out early, take a walk, or you know what? You still have about 2 hours until sunset, so go snap some photos. Use that QR code right there on top of your screen and sit in. Reason to smile today, thanks to Dee from Walla Walla and Lifetime Dental Care. All right, live look outside, getting ready for the Dust Devils. They're playing tonight. Going to be a beautiful night for some Dust Devil baseball. 73 degrees. Your feels like temp is 77, pretty warm. Winds are nice and light from the north at 5 miles per hour. If you're heading to the game, we start in the 70s, dropping into the 60s. Roughly right around 60 degrees by the end of the game, and then eventually we'll see our temperatures dropping down to 44 overnight and into the morning. Winds have been very agreeable today, finally, much calmer, especially in the Kittitas Valley and Ellensburg. Temperatures around the region, we're in the 60s and 70s. It is a beautiful Wednesday night. Now get ready. Yes, Austin said hot, and I guess 90 is hot to some. We're going to be getting close to that Sunday and Monday. Tomorrow, however, we'll start to see 80-degree temperatures creeping in, putting us a few degrees above average for this time of year. Winds are going to be pretty good, except for Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla. A little bit breezy in the afternoon. As for tonight, clear, calm, quiet. Temperatures going up, up, up. We do have a slight chance of some weekend mountain showers in the upper elevations, and then those summer-like temperatures creeping in. We'll break it all down, what you can expect and when coming up. Austin?
90 at the end of April, early May. I'll call it hot. Hey, other news tonight. We are learning more right now about a Kennewick fourplex fire after flames tore through the building. Investigators now say the fire started late last night with cooking materials on a stovetop before spreading into the attic space. The unit where the fire began suffered significant damage, with water damage reported in the unit below and lighter damage to the neighboring units. Fire crews were initially called to the 1600 block of West 14th Avenue around 10:39 p.m. after reports the blaze may have already been out. But once on scene, firefighters found active flames burning in the attic of the building. They quickly called in additional help. Crews from multiple agencies worked to knock down the fire and stop it from spreading further.
Pulled ceiling in multiple rooms in order to get up into the attic and remove burning embers that were up there in the insulation. So there was pretty significant damage to one of the units, and due to the water flowing in the upper unit, there was some water damage in the unit right below it. The two units that were west of the involved unit seemed to be very minor damage, if any damage at all.
All 4 households are now staying with family or receiving assistance from the Red Cross. We also know pets made it out okay, and no injuries were reported. Special election results are continuing to flow in this evening. We start in Yakima County, where the Yakima City School District's $200 million bond looks to be passing. It would fund the replacement of 2 aging elementary schools, Hoover and Garfield, and pay for district-wide upgrades, including safety improvements. More than 37,000 ballots were sent out, but turnout has been low, with only about 18% returned as of this morning. Right now, a little over 60% of voters are approving the bond, with 39.91% saying no. The Pasco School District's Educational Programs and Operations Levy is passing. The 4-year, $154 million measure has about 58% voter approval, with more than 12,000 ballots returned. District leaders say the levy is critical to funding programs not fully covered by the state, including athletics, arts, counselors, and school safety. In Kittitas and Benton County, voters were tasked with deciding the fate of a number of school levies. Voters in the Patterson School District overwhelmingly approved Prop 1, with 85% voting in favor. Results are still coming in for the Easton School District, which had 2 different props. Thorpe and Kittitas school districts also had 2 propositions. Finally, the Ellensburg School District had 1 prop on the ballot. Now, for updated results, just head to our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com, and click on the Elections 2026 banner. Final certification happens on May the 8th. The Port of Benton is hitting pause on a high-profile employment investigation. During a special meeting this morning, commissioners voted to temporarily halt both the investigation into complaints against Executive Director Diane Howard and a separate investigation into Howard's claims of retaliation. The decision came after a closed-door executive session with commissioners citing ongoing legal considerations tied to a pending recall case before the Washington State Supreme Court.
I, Commissioner O'Neill, move that this commission temporarily pause the commission's first requested investigation into employee complaints against Executive Director Diane Howard. Additionally, I move that this commission also temporarily pauses the second requested investigation into the claim by Executive Director Howard alleging retaliation.
The commission approved the motion unanimously before adjourning. Officials say the investigations will resume once the court issues its decision, which is expected soon. New at 6 o'clock now, dozens of people on social media are asking, what was that? After seeing something strange falling from the sky. This is video from Sissy Marie Voss, who captured this amazing sight at 12:12 this morning in Anacortes. What some described as a bright flash in the sky early this morning and overnight was reported in parts of the Pacific Northwest, even in our viewing area. As of 8 a.m., the American Meteor Society had received 101 reports about a fireball or flash of light seen across Washington, British Columbia, and Oregon. One person reported seeing it at 7:12 a.m. in Ellensburg, and in Tieton, someone reported seeing it at 7:15 a.m. A sight to see for sure. All right, coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. An outdoor recreation destination is looking for community input. The improvements that residents could help shape. And Stacy is tracking how high those temperatures will reach in her full First Alert forecast as we leave you to break. Here's a live picture overlooking Kennewick. And you can see in the background on the bottom of your screen, that's the new convention center being built out. There's also a new 5-story hotel coming right near Vista Field. The news at 6 is back in just a couple of minutes as we are on your side.
On board Rocky Mountaineer, you'll traverse the Canadian Rockies with ease, where world-class service and conversations flow like a mountain river. Rocky Mountaineer.
Gain scent boosters keep a mind smelling great, even on the longest days.
Ooh, smells like sunshine. Is it such delicious?
Long-lasting scent for long-lasting days.
60% of women experience leaks with bladder protection pads. Try Always Discreet. It locks leaks in seconds to keep you drier and bunches 25% less often than Poise. Try Always Discreet. It's designed to protect.
Sorry, bud. Not while I weed. Hey! Who let the dogs out?
Spruce, a new weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. For dead weeds in just one day. Spruce, pet-friendly, weed-deadly.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
Did you know CancerGuard can help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
CancerGuard helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear.
Wait, what?
It's one simple blood test.
That really is good to know.
CancerGuard, from the makers of Cologuard.
Friday. Let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota Trucks. The 2026 Toyota Tacoma is a Kelley Blue Book KBB.com Best Buy. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Imagine handing a local family the keys to a safe, affordable home. It all starts with land. At Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity, land is the most costly barrier to building affordable homes. Thanks to an anonymous donor and a local developer partnership, every donation is matched. We need to raise $370,000 to secure 3 buildable lots for future Habitat homes. Support thriving neighborhoods for generations. Donate today and your donation will be doubled to make an even greater impact.
This is something that I've been dreaming about.
I want to be a singer.
And I believe
I can do it.
Being here just means the entire world to me.
you were born to sing.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial House Dermatology Center in Benton City.
The news at 6 continues with the Port of Benton. They are inviting the public to help shape the future of Crow Butte Park in the Patterson area. This story new at 6 tonight. Port officials say they are working to update the long-term plan for the park, a popular destination for camping and outdoor recreation along the Columbia River. Now, as part of that effort, the port is hosting a public open house on May 7th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at the Patterson Community Center. The goal is to gather community input on future amenities, infrastructure upgrades, and overall improvements to the park, helping guide future funding and development decisions.
So we're encouraging everyone to come out there, give their ideas for future amenities, upgrades, infrastructure.
The port says community feedback will play a key role in shaping the park's future as they look to expand and improve the space. In sports, Pasco High School's boys soccer team got a win against Sageview as they look to finish out their strong season. Our Jake Gable previews the conference title deciding game.
In a battle between schools from the same city, Pasco cruised to a 6-0 victory over Sageview. The Bulldogs are performing at a high level and having fun as they do it.
Kind of saw it here at the end. They have a good time, they love each other, and they work hard for each other, and they just enjoy being around each other in training and games and whatever else we're doing.
The win against Sageview sets Pasco up for the final regular game of the season against Richland. If Pasco can win, the two teams will tie for the Mid-Columbia Conference title. Earlier in the year, Pasco and Richland faced off, with Richland coming out with a narrow 1-0 victory.
The Temples, our strikers finally are starting to get that killer instinct, and I don't think that's going to be the case this time. I think we're going to put them away, and I really, really hope that we get a really good audience that day. It's our senior night. It's going to be hype, and I want to show everyone, I want our team to show everyone all the work that we put in this season.
Well, we're excited. We're excited about any game, really, and last game of the season going into playoffs, and it's an exciting time.
Last year, it was Richland who won the Mid-Columbia Conference outright. Pasco looks to prevent that from happening 2 years in a row. In Pasco, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Jake. Pasco hosts Richland Friday night at Edgar Brown Stadium. Richland has just one loss so far this season.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we've made it to the middle of the work week, and boy, they've been working hard in Ellensburg on the rodeo grounds. I don't know if you guys have been keeping track, but they're putting in all new grandstands for one of the oldest and biggest rodeos in Washington State. Looking pretty good. 68 degrees. The feels like temp there tonight is 77. Our sunset at 8:03. So lots of good time to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather this evening. Winds are light through the entire region. We're a little breezy in Tri-Cities, Hermiston, and Pendleton, as well as Walla Walla, but overall nice and quiet. Let's go zone by zone for tonight. Clear skies, stargazing, yes, and temperatures all the way into the valley down in the 40s tonight. Forecast for the Yakima Valley, 45 in Sela, 44 in Toppenish, 44 Grandview. In the Columbia Basin, 44 tonight in Umatilla. Benton City will see an overnight low of 48 degrees, 44 Tri-Cities. And in the foothills, 43 Pilot Rock, 45 Milton Freewater, and 46 in Walla Walla. Where do we land today as far as our highs? We hit 72 today in Yakima, which is above average, a few degrees, and we're going to continue that trend going up. Record-breaking would be 87, not even close. Today, Tri-City 75, 3 degrees above our average. Record-breaking 95 degrees back in 1926. Again, not close. And our overnight lows are looking pretty good. Now, the warming trend continues all down the west coast, and the cooler air starting to shift off to the east. And that's going to be what we see going forward over the next couple of days. Temperatures tomorrow in the Kittitas Valley, 60s and 70s, 73 for Ellensburg. Into the Yakima Valley, look at Yakima at 78 degrees, 78 in Grandview, 79 for Union Gap. Columbia Basin, Hanford, Tri-Cities, 80 degrees, Benton City, 79, very warm. Finally seeing those 80-degree temperatures, and we'll stay in the low to mid 70s in the foothills of the Blues. So winds are going to pick up a little bit in the afternoon, spreading around the pollen. Everything's in bloom right now. Pollen counts remain high right on through Sunday. They're starting to come down just a tad, but yes, if you're sniffling and sneezing, that would be why. Your 7-day planner, 70s as we hit May 1st on Friday. First weekend of May, going into the 80s in the Kittitas Valley and Ellensburg. Cinco de Mayo is on Taco Tuesday this year. I'm going to keep saying that because I love tacos. All right, Yakima also looking like 70s for Thursday, hitting the 80s from Friday going forward. Once we hit the 80s, we stay there in Yakima for the next several days. As you can see, our forecast is trending dry over the next 7 days as well. We're going to start seeing those 80-degree temps and staying there in the Columbia Basin for the next 7 days in a row. And again, no rain in sight. Here's Hermiston. We'll also see some breezy winds, especially in the afternoon tomorrow. 80-degree temps begin on Friday and stay put through Wednesday of next week. And Walla Walla also going to hit those 80-degree temps beginning on Saturday. We were seeing little slight chances of rain. Those are gone.
Wow.
A couple days ago, it was showing maybe a little disturbance.
Yeah.
Nope, it's going to be dry. So.
All right. I was out at the Tri-Cities Airport today on the tarmac. I've got a fun story coming at you tomorrow night. In any case, it was so nice today. Right. And it's so cool being on the tarmac.
Just want to hang out.
Yes, yes. So it was great. I love this weather.
Perfect.
Thank you, Stacey. Coming up next, a morning turns chaotic after a crash in one southern state. The emergency scene when we return with Caught on Camera.
Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
Hey, it's Eric the Peanut Guy. I don't know about you, but I'm getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. Come be a part of the celebration as your Tri-City Dust Devils play as the Viñeros de Tri-City all weekend. Live mariachi, live dancing, and a vibrant atmosphere.
The first 500 fans on Friday, May 1st, receive a big giveaway, a commemorative 25th anniversary pendant. And Saturday, May 2nd, we will have post-game fireworks thanks to IBEW 112 and NECA. It's also a family feast night.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
Did you know your choice of toothpaste is as important to gum health as brushing and flossing? Try Crest Gum Detoxify. It penetrates gum pockets to eliminate the trapped plaque that brushing can't reach for healthier gums in just 2 weeks. Try Crest.
No pain, no gain, no thanks. Real strength isn't taking the pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil Liquid Gels target pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
At Warrior Sisterhood, Christy makes sure no one fights alone. Her survivor spirit is helping other women find their magic.
The magic is when they get together and they're having those conversations, things that they don't want to talk about with their families or friends because it's tough. That's kind of where the magic is.
To honor her dedication, STCU and Apple Valley News Now are awarding Christy $1,000 for Warrior Sisterhood.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
What makes Yolk's produce so fresh? Simple. We get first pick from trusted local and organic growers. Crisp, vibrant, peak season flavor. Because fresh isn't just what Yolk's Fresh Market sells, it's who we are.
We're going to head to Fairfax County, Virginia, where a garbage truck crashed into a home. According to firefighters, no one was home Tuesday morning when it happened. You can see a portion of the home's facade is falling and siding is pulling away from the wall. One person at the scene was checked out for injuries. No word on what caused the crash. Officials in Mineral Wells, Texas are assessing damage from a tornado that flattened parts of the town. Tuesday was the 6th day of a severe storm outbreak that has terrorized the Midwest, and it continues to wreak havoc in the South. The violent storms yesterday also came with hail. Hailstones up to tennis ball and baseball size pummeled Springfield, Missouri, damaging vehicles and knocking down power poles. Everyone else is signing off, but we are just getting started with the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. Up next, from controversial taxes to a rare Apple registry, our Caleb Stipkovitz with how the 2026 legislative session delivered surprises.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
Finally, spring is here at Northern Quest, and something big is blooming. It's the $70,000 Bloomin' Bounty giveaway. You could win $30 grand in cash and our 25th anniversary silver ticket that guarantees you a spot in any one of our upcoming grand prize drawings this year. So play daily with your Camus Rewards card to enter and earn 4 times entries every Tuesday to make your spring a lot greener. It's the $70,000 Bloomin' Bounty giveaway, only at Northern Quest.
Shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long COVID. You got chills, brain fog, depression, fever, can't smell or taste. It belong COVID. One more time. No.
Some mornings, I get a little extra help. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
At Fred's Appliance, all Bosch appliances are on sale. Save up to $300 on select Bosch dishwashers. Swing by Fred's Appliance today. We sell appliances, only appliances.
I'm Dr. Kevin Burns. I'm an interventional radiologist at Good Shepherd Healthcare System, and this is the first hospital in the state of Oregon to have the Histosonics machine to non-invasively destroy liver tumors using ultrasound waves, and we've already successfully treated many patients here. We can treat one tumor, multiple tumors in the same setting, and so this is a very powerful therapy. And as we go on through the years, we're going to expand this to other organs so that we can provide excellent care for the patients of this community.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always. At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through April 30th, receive rebates up to $1,200 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30, 3 futures cut short after a hit-and-run crash in Othello. Tonight, how their community is honoring their lives. Plus, a new city manager calls Echo Oregon a hidden gem with big potential. The plan to put the 700-person town on the map. Your news at 6:30 starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We've made it to the middle of the week. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is anchoring Good Morning Northwest. First Alert's Stacy Lee is here as we are counting down the days of April. May is what, Friday?
On Friday, May 1st, May Day. Yep, it is. And counting down those days of cooler weather gone by. Beautiful night, though. Look at the river. I kind of wish I was sitting out there in my boat right now. Legends Casino Skycam in Richland, 73. Feels like temperature of 77. Winds are light. Again, it is a gorgeous night. Your sunset at 8:03. Get out and snap those weather photos and send them in. It's going to be a pleasant evening. You'll start seeing the 50-degree temperatures around 10 o'clock tonight, dropping into the 40s. So nice, comfortable. I call that good sleeping temperatures. Leave the window open. All right, right now, those breezy winds are pretty cooperative, much better than they have been the last couple of nights. So nice, calm winds. Temperatures are pleasant as well. 70s, although feels a little bit warmer. But check it out. We're going to be seeing summer-like 90-degree temperatures coming our way Sunday and Monday. For tomorrow, no rain gear needed at all. It's going to be nice and dry, finally hitting the 80s in some of our areas and some breezy winds picking up in the afternoon. So clear, calm, and quiet tonight. Temperatures are on the rise. We have weekend mountain showers in our Cascade Crest, basically. Lower elevations remain dry, and then those warm temperatures near 90. I'll break it down the rest of your week coming up. Austin?
We'll see you in just a bit, Stacy. At today's Franklin County Commissioners meeting, commissioners heard a detailed presentation of family law and the limits of what local government can do. Many concerned community members have been coming before the county commissioners for weeks, letting their voices be heard by sharing frustrations and asking for help navigating family court decisions, especially when it comes to parenting plans and custody disputes. The Chief Civil Deputy Prosecuting Attorney, Jeff Briggs, is offering clarity on how the system works and what they can and can't do.
Even reading all of those rules, it's still kind of confusing until you actually practice it for a while and understand how the court operates.
Briggs emphasized that while the process can be confusing, especially for those without legal experience, the commissioners themselves don't have the authority to change court outcomes, but can help connect people with resources to better navigate the system. Well, after some time to reflect on Washington State's 2026 legislative session, local lawmakers are speaking out on what laws they're excited about and which ones they believe could be consequential. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz sat down with District 14 representatives Deb Manjares and Gloria Mendoza to learn their thoughts.
I was hoping to get out of it with no new taxes on our people in this state. That is obviously not what happened.
The bill with the most buzz coming out of Washington's 2026 legislative session is the newly signed millionaire's tax that will put a 9.9% income tax on anyone making over $1 million each year. It's a bill that lawmakers Deb Menderes and Gloria Mendoza, representing several counties in central Washington, do not support.
You know, an income tax for one is an income tax for all, is what we heard time and time again on the floor. We felt that this was a way for the majority party to get the income tax through the door.
The representatives worry that the tax could be opened up to all residents and push jobs out of the state. On the other hand, supporters of the bill say that the millionaire's tax is only for millionaires, and they say it will fund education and tax relief for low-income families and small businesses.
The lawmakers were also able to get some of their own legislation passed this session, including one bill that will bring another judge to the Yakima County Circuit.
Representative Mendoza says that it's been decades since the county got a new judge, making it a huge need during this year's session. Representative Mendoza also passed a bill that would create a registry of rare and extinct apples grown by local farmers.
District 14 is known for agriculture, and just to see the excitement from farmers and even, constituents that have rare apples in their, small farms, thought it was great to be able to document that and keep records.
Representative Menderes says that she passed a bill to allow third-party inspections for manufactured homes, which could reduce costs for builders. She adds that she hopes to pass a bill next year to bring overdose mapping to Washington, something that could help identify overdose hotspots.
Looking ahead, the lawmakers say that they hope to focus on agriculture and housing policy during next session. Reporting from the newsroom, Caleb Sipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Alrighty, Caleb, the representatives say that any constituents who have recommendations for next year's legislative session should reach out on the House website. New at 6:30 tonight, we are learning about an on-duty Moxie police officer involved in a crash. This one happened just before noon Tuesday at the intersection of State Route 24 and Boundary Road. Police say both drivers were hurt and taken to the hospital, but their injuries are not life-threatening. No passengers were involved. Washington State Patrol is now investigating the collision, while the Moxie Police Department conducts its own internal review. It has been several days since a deadly crash in Othello claimed the lives of 3 teenage girls, and the community continues to mourn. Family members returned to the crash site on Bench Road to pray and remember the victims, including 15-year-old Yoritzi, who had just celebrated her quinceañera. Deputies say the girls were killed when their pickup was hit by a white Mercedes. The driver fled but was later arrested. 19-year-old Prestliano Perez Pineda now faces 3 counts of vehicular homicide and is being held on a $1 million bond. Students and staff at Othello High School are shaken by the loss.
She was really kind, and she was always respectful, pretty quiet, but she just liked to wrestle.
It just feels like it's not real.
3 funerals are now being planned as the community comes together to support the families. Other news tonight, former Sunnyside City Manager Mike Gonzalez has a new home, now leading the tiny town of Echo, Oregon. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with Gonzalez about his vision for growing the small community, as well as hearing from residents about some ongoing concerns.
The city of Echo, located in Umatilla County, is a small community of about 700 residents. Despite its size, city leaders say it has big potential. New city manager Mike Gonzalez, who took the position in January after serving in Sunnyside, says economic growth is a top priority, using existing land and resources to help the city grow.
I'm just so excited with my economic development background. We have about 250 acres of developable land, zoned residential, also industrial, that can also be used for things like hotels, gas stations, certain retail functions. So before I got here, we did a complete rezone of that area that's adjacent to I-84.
Gonzalez says getting the word out about what Echo has to offer and connecting with the community is also a key part of his approach.
In a town our size is community outreach, really making sure that I understand the community, what residents want, and ultimately where we can grow. The third thing is really trying to put Echo on the map we are just a hidden gem.
Echo City officials tell me that right now the city is very focused on economic development and building on its revenues. However, residents of the community say that the town could be at risk of potentially losing its charming character.
That concern stems from recent rezoning efforts, something longtime Echo resident William Douglas says he's keeping a close eye on.
Out north of town, Madison's had the farm ground, and it was all exclusive farm use, and they want to put a bunch of Maverick in there, and I don't know what else. And I've seen wildlife up there.
Gonzalez says he understands those concerns, but emphasizes the need for smart, responsible growth, especially as the city works through a tight budget. Officials say the Echo brings in about $130,000 in property taxes each year, making new development critical to support infrastructure and services.
As I start to present my budget to the public and to the council to say, listen, when the rubber meets the road, we're going to need more housing just to support our infrastructure, to build new sewers, to build new water pipes, to fix our roads. Because if we don't do that, we're really getting to that precipice of, okay, can we provide the essential services?
The city of Echo is looking to balance growth with community character as it plans for the future. In Echo, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
William, thank you. Town leaders say they plan to continue community outreach as development discussions move forward. Coming up next, how a federal appeals court is delivering a setback to President Trump in an $83 million case. Then, what are the chances for rain? Find out when Stacy returns with your full First Alert forecast as we leave you to break now. Beautiful shot from Pasco. Dust Devils back in action tonight.
Okay, you got this. It's just a laxative. How scary could it be? You can do hard things.
Honey, relax. It's Miralax. It works with the water in your body to hydrate and soften for gentle relief.
Relax. It's Miralax.
Want to get more done with one sheet? Grab Bounty. While ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even when wet. Can your paper towel do all that? Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
My skin's always so dry. Leggings it is.
Try Olay Hydrating Body Wash. It's the secret to lasting moisture. With 10 times the moisturizers to repair your skin barrier. Go from dry to visibly hydrated.
Love the skin you're in.
Olay Hydrating Body Wash and Lotion.
So if we spend a third of our lives sleeping, shouldn't we try to get the best sleep possible? That's why Denver Mattress is all about that sleep life. And during the Super 7-Day sale, take $100 off our Doctor's Choice Hybrid Collection. Or score the budget-friendly Colorado Queen for only $5 a month. Purchase any Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Plus, free shipping right to your door. Improve your sleep life one night at a time. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
This little light of mine has been dark for quite some time. Then I let in the light to help see more of the light inside of me.
I needed more from my antidepressant, so my doctor added Caplyta, proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone, building on my progress without starting over. Weight gain and reported sexual side effects were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
Help see more of the light inside of me.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who's making a difference and going that extra mile to make our communities better, please let us know. Click on Volunteers Count on the contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Apple Valley News Now.
Scenic river views meet unforgettable flavors at Cedars at Pier 1. Savor Painted Hills beef, aged and cut in-house, alongside signature cocktails like the Kraken and our famous rum barrel. Reserve your table in the restaurant or open seating in the bar. Quality food and not a bad view in the house. Join us Tuesday through Sunday, 4 p.m. to close.
Today, a split federal appeals court refused to revisit President Trump's challenge to E. Jean Carroll's $83 million jury award. A panel of judges had previously upheld the verdict, finding Trump defamed the magazine columnist in 2022 when he denied her sexual assault allegations and attacked her credibility. Carroll's attorney says she's ready for the long-running case, first filed in 2019 to finally be resolved. Trump's legal team says it plans to appeal the decision. Also today, former FBI Director James Comey surrendered to law enforcement at a federal court in Virginia. The judge did not set a date for his arraignment in North Carolina, where he is going to be seeing the charges. Comey was allowed to leave without any conditions. He was indicted by the Justice Department Tuesday on charges related to a social media post he made last year. Comey faces charges of making a threat against the president and transmitting a threat in interstate commerce.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll just stay in Pasco tonight. Dust Devils are playing the Everett Aqua Sox, and it's a gorgeous night to see some Tri-City Dust Devil baseball. Look at that, clear skies, very, very beautiful. 73, the feels like temp is 77. It'll be down in the 60s, maybe approaching the upper 50s by the end of the game. So if you're just heading out that way, grab a light jacket, but should be some good baseball tonight. Winds are cooperative this afternoon and evening. It's been very gusty, 40-mile-an-hour plus winds in Ellensburg over the last several days, but tonight a whole different story. Nice and quiet wind-wise out there. Temperatures are going to be very calm and cool and collect tonight as well. Good night for some stargazing. Light winds in the Kittitas Valley. Temperatures in Cle Elum tonight 41, 42 in Ellensburg. In the Yakima Valley, also mid-40s for most of the area. 43 for Union Gap and Yakima. 44 tonight in Grandview. 45 for Sunnyside. In the Columbia Basin, temperatures there also in the 40s. Benton City 48 overnight. 44 Tri-Cities. 45 out at Hanford. And in the foothills of the Blues, we'll also see those 40-degree temps. 45 Milton Freewater, 43 in Heppner. All right, our almanac, where did we land today? 72 above average by 3 degrees in the Yakima Valley, nowhere near records. Our overnight lows also were just slightly above the average for this time of year. Almanac for Tri-Cities, we hit 75 today, so 3 degrees above average. Record breaking would be 95. Not hopefully going to be seeing that anytime soon. And your overnight lows are right about where they should be. Now, the warming trend is from the top of Washington all the way down to Southern California into Phoenix and even parts of New Mexico. The cooler air shifting off to the east, so get ready for several days of warm and dry conditions. Tomorrow we'll see 60s and 70s here in the Kittitas Valley, with Thorpe coming in at 72 degrees. Yakima Valley topping 78 tomorrow, 79 in Union Gap. Tri-Cities area, Mesa 77, 78 in Prosser, 78 in Hermiston, and for the foothills of the Blues, look for 74 in Pendleton, 73 in Lexington, and 72 Pilot Rock. Now, the winds are going to pick up a little bit in some areas, and our pollen counts are high, so yep, that Zyzil at night, so you'll be feeling good tomorrow. We definitely going to need that allergy med, whatever you take. I've been taking mine on the regular. They're starting to come down slightly, but still on the high side as far as pollen counts go. All right, we're in the 70s through Friday, first day of May there. We head into the weekend. We see 80s for probably the first time this year in Ellensburg, and we stay there through Monday. Cinco de Mayo going to be windy and 77. Yakima also hits the 80s starting Friday and stays in the 80s all the way through the middle of next week. Tri-Cities is going to start seeing the 80s beginning tomorrow and staying there for the next 7 days as we head into the first week of May. For Hermiston, we'll see those 80-degree temps moving in on Friday and again staying there right on through the middle of next week. 82 and breezy for Cinco de Mayo and Hermiston. Walla Walla also will start seeing 80-degree temps for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. a little bit of a cool down on Tuesday. But overall, good looking forecast. It's spring. It's a little warmish. So you saw our averages, right?
Yeah.
We're just barely above it. Today, we're going to be about 10 degrees above average heading into that first week of May.
Okay, so like I said yesterday, get the AC ready.
Get it ready.
All right, coming up in trending, a major tour, a new album from one of pop music's biggest names, the timeline every fan needs to know. Next.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
At Legends Casino Hotel, we believe the perfect meal begins long before it reaches the table. That's why we partner exclusively with Royal Ranch, a family farm right here in Washington. From Royal Ranch to Legends, every cut of beef we serve begins on land cared for by people who believe in feeding their community responsibly. These cattle are pasture-raised, nourished through a regenerative loop that gives back to the soil and sustains the planet. For us, it's more than food. It's tradition, it's respect for the land, and pride in the people who make it possible. Treat yourself to all-natural pasture-raised, flame-broiled steaks, or melt in your mouth succulent prime rib. Try one of our towering burger creations, the legendary Mount Hood and Mount Adams. Stacked high with all your favorite fixing to satisfy the heartiest appetites and deliver a flavor experience that's bold, memorable, and unmistakably Northwest. From the first sizzle to the last bite, every dish tells a story. Taste the trust. Taste the tradition. Taste Royal Ranch beef, proudly crafted and executed by our culinary trained professionals at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Always local, always better, always legendary.
Did you know CancerGuard can help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
CancerGuard helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear.
Wait, what?
It's one simple blood test.
That really is good to know.
CancerGuard, from the makers of Cologuard.
Thanks for coming in to talk about Doug Jr.
Of course. Third grade is when I learned Liberty Mutual could save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, a little snug. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Yeah, and I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Zipley Fiber, as low as $35 per month with no strings attached.
Ariana Grande has unveiled her 8th studio album. It's titled Petal.
That's right. Grande says the title represents growth, describing it as something full of life, pushing through challenges. The new project follows her 2024 album, Eternal Sunshine, and comes as she prepares to hit the road this summer.
Grande's tour kicks off in June, marking her first major tour in several years. The new album drops on July the 31st.
All right, from music to photography, an image of a seabird having a rough day is the People's Choice winner in the Nikon Comedy Wildlife Awards.
Okay, so photographer Allison Tuck titled it, "Which Direction Is My Nest?" She captured the shot during a windy day at the Bempton Cliffs in Yorkshire, England. It easily snagged the top award out of 41 submissions.
Poor bird. Other entries included a squirrel having a bad hair day and a hornbill in a hurry. The awards have been around since 2015.
This is the first time I've heard of them. The 2026 competition is underway now and is accepting entries through June. Look at that.
How about the elephant?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Oh, look at the frog. Two frogs.
It's like a hug.
Yeah. I want to check those out. So there's 41 of them.
Comedy photography awards. Who knew?
Yeah. All right, coming up next, we're going to have a final look at weather.
That's right. We'll see what you have to look forward to for the next couple of days.
Hey, it's Eric the Peanut Guy. I don't know about you, but I'm getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. Come be a part of the celebration as your Tri-City Dust Devils play as the Viñeros de Tri-City all weekend. Live mariachi, live dancing, and a vibrant atmosphere.
The first 500 fans on Friday, May 1st, receive a big giveaway, a commemorative 25th anniversary pendant. And Saturday, May 2nd, we will have post-game fireworks thanks to IBEW 112 and NECA. It's also a family feast night.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claritin punches back harder. Nothing is proven more powerful for 24-hour non-drowsy relief. Claritin clears. Now try Claritin Liquid.
A real meal deserves a real dessert, like the DQ $7 meal deal with your choice of all this for just $7. Because a full-size meal without that satisfying sweet treat, that's like chicken strips with no dip. Like a burger with no bun. Like a sundae with no drizzle. Treat yourself to an honest-to-goodness meal with full-size fries, a drink, and dessert for just $7. And for a limited time, try our new honey sriracha dip. DQ, happy tastes good.
Don't you look dapper standing at the altar?
It's the hair.
I don't know, you think?
What else? The powder blue tuxedo, the terrified expression, the sweat circles under my arms.
Okay, yeah, it's the hair.
It's the hair.
Anniversaries are special, and we're celebrating ours with a guaranteed $1 million giveaway. To enter, just play with your free Canvas Rewards card all year long, only at Northern Quest. 25 years bold.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you could save big with up to $3,200 in utility and cool cash rebates available this spring. At Total Energy Management, we will ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
We're in this together. Sex and surgery all day.
Got this drive inside. Obsession.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser General Surgery Center.
And welcome back. All right, so we are on the warming trend for certain, but what a beautiful night. If you still have time, get outside, enjoy, and keep sending in those weather photos. We'd love to see them. Yeah. I know there's going to be a beautiful sunset this evening around 8 o'clock. So, all right, let's take a look at your top stories here. Highs touching 90. Yep, we said it. If not 90, just under that in some places. Forecast staying dry for the next 7 days. Those pollen counts are high. If you're sniffling and sneezing, that would be why. Tonight, clear skies, stargazing, a must. It's going to be beautiful out there. Maybe we'll see another fireball. Who knows? Temperatures overnight in the 40s, 46 overnight in Walla Walla, the warm spot. And then for tomorrow, we'll touch 80 degrees in the Tri-Cities. And once we start 80, it stays 80 for the rest of the week in Tri-Cities. And take a look, more of us will be seeing 80-degree temps on Friday. So, good looking forecast. Yep. Friday is May 1st, and Cinco de Mayo, I'm going to say it again, is on Taco Tuesday next week.
Perfect timing. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great night.